The main focus is with HiGHLiGHTS, with that molly, and with these flashes to try and get onto A.
Casanito keeps up the accuracy. Wants to pierce through the smoke quite quickly here. They're going to wrap around the back of a player. Easy kill onto Isaac. And Rusty's feeling pretty isolated right there. Kicks and picks up where they fought against Casanito. And the same is going to be happening here. Kicks him with the Galil. Begins to siege on in. Him has been seen from up above. And as they drop on down, they will be falling. This should be an easy plant as Rusty wraps around onto Casanito, and it's Deegs across the board. An upgrade is liberal with how time is applied. Styles looking upwards. That's going to be an easy adjustment. Not even any damage taken right here as Rusty ends up in a 1 versus 2. One body shot onto either of them should do it with an AK in hand. The first going to be attempted, but they took themselves a more healthy... little bit of a
maybe 4x3
crossing right here. 4x3 maybe, or potentially just focused on surviving. Oh, hello, that's a triangulation there. Styles hitting his baby makers with a Molotov.
Isaac, and Saltpat is going to be aware of the contact coming his way. Does see the first player. Unfortunately, the teamwork of BLUEJAYS here is really doing them some favors here as Era tries to go aggressive. It's a wonderful shot, but look how low Era and Ime are here.
Out goes the flash. Zero, only blinded for about a moment. They can't see Danny. Guess who's back behind his box? Same Danny, different round. And the AK is even better for tap firing than the...
I didn't close the door either.
Oh, this is a lovely wrap. The door isn't closed. This should be a freebie. Where's he gone? Not too far. It was like, wait a second. It'll be my first ever CSGO skin.
Really? You don't have any? Not even a PT-50 sand dune?
Nope.
I'll get you a PT-50 sand dune. Hoping for a bit of contact here. Oh, that's a nice reaction from Danny.
Damage taken. Control is cleared. HiGHLiGHTS responsible for that. And now Casanito lurks upstairs. But no one's going to be there to meet them. Nim has already slipped the net, and Danny found that out the hard way. The Org has come to try and lay down some long-range supremacy, but as the angles get tighter, the Org starts to lose its advantage. Imma traded out. The Org has got ever closer. The door is reopened, and that's been a very unfortunate location for the side of BLUEJAYS. Styles, do they have a good post plan right here? They know they can try and just play the time. Era wants to stick the defuse, and will they be allowed to do so? They will.
Oh, it's close.
Unfortunately, I got banned from the chat. I can't.
Harry got banned from the chat because
another Nads nade.
Oh, that's a big problem here. This is the force spy from BLUEJAYS. They're being dismantled.
GamerLegion with a touch more aggression going in through lobby. Hard to aim when you get hit down there with a flash.
Styles, joined by HiGHLiGHTS in heaven. Unfortunately, Rusty, it's a bit of an off angle.
HiGHLiGHTS isn't even getting lessons, Kremer. Eligible. With an E. Illegible is when you can't read writing.
I do apologise.
From Casanito. When this is open, the first player is noted. HiGHLiGHTS doesn't really have the jumping accuracy, but Dan and Casanito certainly do. They don't know. They do know about the player up top. Kicks and... okay. On Era. Previously, Era has been positioned pretty aggressively in garage. And they are going to be able to at least find... That is a very weird position for an AWP.
Isaac's got a great lurk here on that part,
Isaac's got amazing timing, and Styles gets caught with his pants down. The Casanito doesn't need eyes to know where Isaac's coming from. Spam into the door, and eventually you'll find your man. What can the SMG do? Not enough against the full... right. If they go through the vents, they could be caught unawares, just like Casanito was.
That's a very
nice,
shot.
Nice flick. The AK and the supporting cast will be all be grabbed. So weird on the air. They can smell more than I can right now. And Era smells what Casanito's cooking, and it's you. Isaac from up top. The high ground leveraged Obi-Wan style. Era joins the fray. And Imma.
Hello. The means of BLUEJAYS is that when they are funneled to Imma, he has information to work with, and he has money to work with. Era, on the flip side, just does what Era does, and in this case, it's kill poor AWPers.
Oh, nice AWP, bro. It'd be a shame if something happened to it. Yet, committed towards a site. BLUEJAYS might make some taps with their... oh, never mind. Yeah, I think this one's going to be a save, boys. 1 HP, 1v5. You know
I mean,
what?
even killing another player here would help. The money on GamerLegion ain't great. Unfortunately, neither is the site. You can head over there and find out, because I know who I'll side with.
Kramer makes his
siding.
own facts.
Yeah, Rusty's siding with his own, his trusty 762x39 there.
Ooh. Casanito grabs one. Be unexpected. As Rusty lies in wait. It's going to be eagerly checked. However, HiGHLiGHTS not fast enough. Damage done. Danny and Kixon so low. And Kixon falls on down. As it is going to be a mad dash to the B site. The bomb is handed off to Danny. As Casanito looks to get themselves in an advanced position. And advanced it certainly is. As Isaac and Zero find out the hard way.
The same. There's no real difference. The trigger guard's a little bit thicker. The stock's a bit beefier. But that's about it, really.
Oh, Emma looking beefy again over by Hut. 2 before they fall on down. And Isaac here sees plenty of arms. And arms are presented. But presented more thoroughly by HiGHLiGHTS.
So,
Zero took their time.
We try to anglicize everything because we're from cultures like that. Assassinito. Okay, that's how I say it. Assassinito. Thank you very much, Sarge.
Like an assassin, Kremer. See, Kaka's like something different. Isaac lies in wait. First player to move on by hits the 1 Deeg, and that's an upgrade for raid kit. Assassinito with a lurk on A. We'll have to activate on these vents soon. But they don't have themselves a good engagement range just yet. The double doors, they will eventually swing on open. Imma, though, an amazing flick downwards. And Era just goes to try. Instant extinguish there on the molly. Wanting to stay behind the silo. Danny plays from high ground. And, oh, Rusty. Oh, Rusty. Observer's done you dirty there. But Imma doing the entirety of BLUEJAYS dirty right now. 1v2. HiGHLiGHTS got a very low Imma, but they're never 69 ADR at the moment for Styles. Nice. Oh, that was a nice disengagement as well. The coverage from HiGHLiGHTS is solid, and Rusty hits the nice and patiently like a good boy. Unfortunately, oh, hello into the pool.
Having a swim.
They're probably entertaining the save. Hold up.
That being said, the first kill.
Oh,
may instill some confidence, Sari.
Indeed it will. Everyone just activates. That was some really passive positioning until they found...
Guns are cool.
Oh, that one ain't. Casanito certainly not feeling cool anymore.
This... Oh, God, it's gone downhill, Harry.
Oh,
this was meant to be BLUEJAYS' easy rounds. This was meant to be the easy round, Harry.
Oh, this was supposed to be when Danny needs to be very fastidious with these clears. And even so, the 1 Deeg hits and the 1 Deeg strikes true. Kixon, with only 36 HP remaining, does not have the confidence that BLUEJAYS once had for these retakes. Hello there. Emma falls on down, and they have made it so that this isn't an economic control. And check the status of the underground. Could be a run boost here. Oh, never mind, just a regular boost. And Styles is like, ain't no boosting in this lobby, mate. TO on here, Casanito with the SMG. There's no trigger discipline, Kremer. And they may bring Zero down to only 2 HP. But that's just fine. A single body shot will doom them. The Styles already here on 3 kills. And admittedly, GamerLegion, they went down to be like, hey, it worked before. But this time you're armed with weapons. What
can risk being a little bit more aggressive. They can risk going for these man advantages. And now that they've heard the low armor on Zero, that may instill that aggression.
Oh, the lovely distraction there on the double door allows multiple players to move on through. Styles, though, we talked about moving through, and the M4 certainly does its job right here. Into the molly, through the fire and the flames. Imma simply can't carry on. An Era remains alive. Zero's picked themselves up at AK, won't be able to have it for long. And Era has to defend this bomb all by themselves. Does some damage to the door. And Fake's moving away. HiGHLiGHTS begins to stick on with a fuse.
Oh,
Can it be held? No, they get off it. And now HiGHLiGHTS has to try again. Era, they can light it up and they'll put him down. What a
Early days in this round, and for GamerLegion, This is going to be it should be a fairly easy round, but yeah, we've just seen don't underestimate pistols, and now Kixon has that AK. That'll be past to Danny, the only player with armor. All of a sudden, this becomes, I don't want to say scary yet, but oh, that's the bomb, Harry. It's become scary. I'm getting scared.
Oh no. Well, the bomb's actually taken to a less aggressive position for a moment. Has been a touch of backing off here from Kixon. As Rusty begins to descend, Kixon gets another one! Oh no, GamerLegion. Should have used that tactical pause to actually talk about your gameplay rather than let GamerLegion have a little bit of a stew. You're brewing up a storm! And so too is Era. Rusty was fallen down, but they have to swap over to the AK now. So 1 versus 2, the bomb is noted. And it's a loud approach here. Will they expect AK from the side? Casanito now. A little bit more concerned with trying to keep outside. A wallbang headshot with a scout.
It's to the ecos. I'm gonna cry if we see that.
GamerLegion and BLUEJAYS are both under sanctions now.
It could actually happen. Oh, please, my mind can't take it, Harry.
NORAD has got a good name for it. The Eco Cobras. Kixon on the prowl. Up against 2 here. Will they check the right? No, they won't! But Tech9 makes it easy. Upgrades for free, baby. AWP, right? Was that an AWP or just an AK? Either way.
It was an AK.
Hell.
I don't know why BLUEJAYS bothered buying, to be honest. Like, just eco again. just eco again. As Rusty gets a very early opening, Styles instantly back on the rep RT, and for the most part,
full money across the board. It's overtime for everybody.
Oh, that's a lot of damage to Rusty.
4 HP, bomb in hand. Aid kit watches to see if there will be a second pass here, but already everyone has passed alongside them. Imma, unprepared for Danny to take the Ferrari peak, and Kixon contemplates moving on in. Instantly extinguished is that Molotov, and Rusty goes for the plant. They'll at least get themselves a little bit of extra money here, but with 4 HP and an AK in hand, there's plenty of time here for BLUEJAYS.
For the damage. I think that's really cool, rather than just like randomizing them.
Oh, that's a good entry there from Imma. It's an unwieldy spray from Kixon, but still finds its target in the end, unfortunately.
Just a save.
This is all... What do you mean, man? I've got a dragon law. Taking my dragon lore out on the bus. That's a shout.
I don't know what the story is, but it's good.
Closes the door behind him. Wasn't raised in a barn. That's 1. That's 2 zeros on fire today. 3 kills in a row.
Like, see things out of place. Like, for instance, whales that are like flying in the sky and stuff like that. Like art illustrations, stuff like that, wasn't it? When I was trying to make good impression with you.
You were late and I was fairly annoyed, and then you came in with something and I'm like, I don't know how annoyed I should be now, or if I just want to figure out if your family just like get away with their life. The flash goes out. Doubles down. Rusty's taken down.
Ooh.
The Deagle does it all. And Danny's turned up now with the AKK. Imma knows that Decon is populated. It was a squeak on the door to make you look, but Kixon comes from the other side. He does not have someone to trade him. After smokes move on down, Imma moves in.
That's a perfect
flash is solid. Yep, I think they saw Kremer. Calling upon the spirit of Alexander the Great. World's most famous Macedonian.
What was he when he died? Was it like 30 something?
Yeah, I think he was just about 30.
That was pretty old for Macedonians at the time, wasn't it? Like,
maybe. Imma not allowing these Macedonians to grow old. Danny all alone with 19 HP, and Isaac simply puts this one to bed first. They hear the plant, they move on forward. The first fight taken. They dip, they dive, they dodge, and they slay. Era down, and Zero will join them in the graveyard. I'm afraid there are no monster reborn in my hands, boys. So GamerLegion is going to be sticking with only 1 player remaining. Could be a flawless pistol round right here for BLUEJAYS as they start to get a touch frisky. Kicks around the back, is left with 7 HP.
We see GamerLegion go for a stack on the other bomb site. So that is going to be rough, particularly with Zero being caught out here. That should be the warning to come, but that's a lovely shot from Era to start. And to even trade it. Oh
my goodness! One digs across the board and a nice dodge on that flat.
Blue Jays, the game's up, and that may cause the rotation of Isaac, but it may not matter.
Third in the round.
The A defense. We've got disconnect as well.
Someone's actually disconnected from Blue Jays as well.
That's Kickson.
Oh man, that disconnect.
To fight the Persians.
That's true. Unifying Greece, or
exactly,
unifying the Grecian peninsula, let's say.
Yeah, and so at the time, yeah, it's not my fault. Macedonia's so cool. That being said, Zero, nice trade, does put it into a 4-on-3, and there is no real defense of this site bar the short player, and, well, for Rusty, there's a presence in jungle, which means he can't really push it. The teammate goes absolutely huge. Unfortunately, Imma, he's only good for 1.
Uncharacteristic for Imma. They had themselves a good round. That's what was that? Lovely adjustment from Rusty.
Shot.
Blast through. He's pinned in behind these boxes. There's the jump.
Oh, I didn't see it.
Caught with the
That's
grenade
a really nice hiding spot.
Kickson here. 69 HP. Lots of nice. Oh, the aim is nice right now for Blue Jays. But Zero and Isaac coming in from the back. Isaac thinks it's winnable with the AWP, but they swap over to Fatigue for the moment. Rotator rifle into their hands. The smoke goes down, but both of these post-plant what a shot from Isaac. Rusty just holds the defuse.
Oh my! With a deactivated M18 smoke grenade, and we're gonna try and throw it over your house. Right?
Yes, I think I could.
Right, okay.
Oh my goodness, Kickson's Assassin's Creeding it! We've entered the Marrakesh markets, boys and girls. But the only deal
Rusty on the flank.
Rusty,
this could be the undoing.
Easy! Easy for Rusty. How do they control that zone? Era's on fire when it comes to the AWP, but Kickson still remains an issue. Never mind. Isaac finds himself.
He's going to extinguish it. Blue Jays, though, the reaction is to throw the mid-smoke late. Granted, the styles doesn't matter.
Imma just looks at the styles, spamming. He's like, "Stop it! You're embarrassing yourself." Oh,
give me a break.
The York fall. And look at this. As the smoke will de-bloom. Who will be inside for the phasing? Doesn't matter. Kickson simply faster. Blue Jays.
Zero could be caught out here. He's... No, Daddy. For a moment, there could have been a knife kill. I'd have liked to see the knife kill, but his teammate did die, actually, because he was hesitating there. Nice trade from Imma. Low HP, though, means he could be spammed down from Ticket. Kickson taking moments to appreciate the birds.
Consider a knife. Lose a life. Kickson takes down Isaac. Head of Blue Jays. There's the attempt. A foot may well be seen. A first is identified, but Kickson's simply on Mirage, and they did on Nuke. Oh, they may not. This could be a knife. Easy.
Yes!
Easy clap. Oh, that's a little bit of bonus money right there. And Sassanito,
1500.
The star of Blue Jays, has been flayed. Fatigues. Strike true. Surrounded. It's falling apart. Oh, Kremer. Could it be the E-code once again? I may have cursed them. I didn't mean to. Kickson, still alive. And that means there's still a hope of them. How quick can they be? Grabby hands towards the AK. A great adjustment onto Kickson. And now only aid kit remains. You can't grab that AK. They reveal their location. And now we've got to worry about Rusty coming in from the other side. The pinch, the crunch.
So they got 4
the
bullets.
Marketplace munch. There's the AK. There's the swing. They need the second, but Rusty's simply too damaged. Aid kit with 4 HP. Zero with none. What?
For Blue Jays. Full buy is just about scraped, but you see the economic damage now. Styles has nothing in the bank. Aid kit with only 400. Kicks out with only 200.
In goes the HE. Plenty of damage taken, but still they grasp onto their life until Danny tears it from their fingers. Combined. So a 4 versus 4. The bomb yet to be in play. It will be planted on A shortly, and one can imagine. Rusty with the flank. He's managed to get this happen. This has happened twice now. How does Rusty just insert themselves into these areas? Kickson gets some real momentum.
On the jump spot, Rusty having to find one of these players. It's Imma to do a fair bit of damage to Aid kit, though. Era gets caught out.
Dude, Kixon keeps finding these timings. Means that rotations for GamerLegion, a lot of information could be gathered. But now you have all the info. Zero is gone. Kixon rolls on forward. Somehow, this eco has turned into a double op setup from Blue Jays. How they walked away with 2 orbs?
Any hope in recovering here?
I mean, this is a huge investment as well from GamerLegion, right? They've looted 2
behind them
orbs.
through window. Right, there's only so many times it can happen. I think that may have been the last time before they do start adjusting.
Fatigue strike true again. What can Rusty do? Rusty can do plenty. Oh my goodness, they hear the reload, and while it was a little bit of a bait from Sassanito, Styles was simply a little bit eco to eco to eco. Imma so low. Surely they die here, and Styles not want to let me down in this. Oh, they're running around here again. They keep being able to move through this area for free, Kremer. The rotations from B are so bloody damaging.
Have some longevity for the final rounds of this half.
Zero opens up. Kixon's down. And that's actually very difficult to extricate themselves from this. That's one. Will they both turn around? Yes, they will. Sassanito destroys Isaac and Era now. Feels the need to back away for a moment. Doubles back into the area. A touch of damage taken already. Oh, the jump on the spot was good. So too was Era's shot. Rusty with the covering fire is strong. And Imma there.
B control. Instead, does play against them a little bit. Blue Jays, with the best investment they can muster, are going to have to try and battle their way out through mid, but Rusty, with the covering fire and the flash from Zero, is going to be able to garner that man advantage. Zero, though, now trapped and sandwiched, swarmed and killed to start, with Kixon once again lurking in mid for another kill.
Imma, done with these, the Org, ready to go. And the Org slays with German efficiency. In the last round of our side, it will be clean for GamerLegion. Have they done enough $1,000 at least on the line?
That's a clean opening. That's just what Blue Jays want if they want to solidify themselves on this T side, particularly when you've read the short control as well.
Oh, Kixon playing for survival. 32 HP remains. Isaac all alone. And Imma simply late to the party. It's a 69, surrounded on all sides now. It's a fight on multiple fronts. And I'm afraid, as it happens...
I can't help but think that if this round isn't clean,
ooh,
economically is where they're going to suffer. And well, for Kit, I mean, a trade's a nice way to start, but it's just a start.
Now you need to try and find a trade for Danny. Bomb plant should be easy. Remaining players are on B or in jungle. And at the range, Styles is laboured, and the labour and the struggle brings them down. The economy of GamerLegion if they can win this retake. But with Styles falling down early, the first man to take contact with 5 HP. No one with them, not ideal. A pistol headshot from Kixon brings it down to a 2.
There we are. 10 to 8, Harry. Luckily, with Blue Jays saving.
Styles takes a slightly more aggressive position. As within the smoke at the moment, Zero
That's
opens
clean.
us up. Sassanito. It hasn't been a great series from them, but the rest of Blue Jays look to pick up the slack right now. Danny's going to reveal their location by throwing out that flash. But even with the advantage Zero had, it's easy peasy. Caught running with the bomb. And the cover's solid as well.
Well, at this point, a big advantage.
Who can save us from lack of skins? UCC man can. I hear. Should be solid. Smoke sent in. Sassanito loses the first. They lost their nerve. They lost their life. HiGHLiGHTS tries to rescue this, but Isaac simply will not allow it. And now the sole defender for A is in CT, and they're looking in the wrong direction. They thought it might be Palace, but it was actually a skid across the floor as Zero just Kramer's into view. And Kramer's out of it as well. Styles grabs Imma. 2 versus 2. Health advantage and man advantage to Blue Jays. Isaac, $300 to a preferential swing. One at a time, perhaps a jump up, a spot, an execution. And Blue Jays should easily be able to grab their D. Certainly need to be garnering some inspiration. That's a beautiful flash. Kixon is easily executed, but it's Styles, their co-pilot. Both of the top fraggers for Blue Jays are down as they were both dedicated to the B site. And these Tech-9s simply tear through Blue Jays.
Isaac falling. That'll be the reminder to Blue Jays and a reminder to GamerLegion. So they're just trying to beat him to the mark, and Sassanito may do just that.
Double up here, Sassanito and Danny both. But now they're pinched in. Going to soon be residential for Imma. And that's a very quick flick onto Kixon. What can Danny do? Mad spray from Styles. And admittedly, they've done tons of damage. And they finished it off. The M9 frag grenade or whatever it is takes 0 apart. And Isaac's looking in the wrong direction. But they're able to rescue it with ease. And again, AidKit is going to be setting in the adjustment. Don't you dare. This is my best friend. You won't take it away from low. Imma. Oh, there's a tiny little gap in the corner.
Great angle.
That is beautiful, but AidKit has already struck themselves some gold, so it's only a trade right now. And AidKit declines to go in onto the second, but the second AWP in the hands of Sassanito has removed Isaac. 3-2. But this is going to be a fully fledged battle for a site. A boost on up. Rusty lays from low and down. We're made to pay for it. 10 HP remains. But it's absolute massacre towards CT. 3 players coming from the same angle means not being able to simply avoid it most of the time.
There's that opening. There's that effectiveness when it comes to that AWP getting the entries. But Era, he snaps straight back, man. He's so good. Playing it from CT. The worry I have for him is the fact that, well, in this case, AidKit support maybe to an extent.
AidKit support is good. And over between heaven and hell. I'm not sure where in the Christian cosmos it stands, but it certainly isn't in the hands of GamerLegion.
How far do you think you can throw an enemy into a grenade?
I mean...
I'm a little bit shorter.
An absolute unit of a Red Bull. How far could you eat it?
This could be a huge flank to beat. However, it may be too little too late, particularly with the flank through window and Isaac getting a naughty opening there.
Oh, GamerLegion. Yep, smells like match point to me. The Era. Moving through these apartments with the AWP and the bomb in hand. Not the easiest. Imma lies in wait. That's the disadvantage of the M4A1S. It's got a long barrel. Might not expect this window. Indeed, they don't. Imma wraps around the back, and Sassanito, they were taking a duel.
It's not a pretty investment at all, but Trade Kit, is it enough in this case? Maybe not.
A Molotov forces them from this position. They've somehow managed to stay alive here for a second. The Famus almost takes out 2. Imma left with only 2 HP. Changed the reality. The Blue Jays are behind both in armaments and in player count. Danny says absolutely not. Having a little bit of a walkies from T to A. Oh, surely they won't do it with a little buy. A tiny buy. The thief.
There's got to be so careful. Does he spot him? 4x3? 4x3! Oh no!
4x3 and 3v1. A plant faked. Palace watched. Danny slays.
Over and maybe even under this smoking connector. Beautiful flash there. There's the opening, and all of a sudden Blue Jays have got to be so careful. 2 players down, Harry. It's slowly falling apart for them.
Really is. 2 players remain. The B site will be taken. Both of the defensive CTs are going to have to rotate through CT themselves and might even be spotted here because Imma might have the cross as they move through jungle. AidKit stymied in terms of their movement forward, but Danny expected a fight. Still, they come out battered, bruised, cut, and broken. 19 HP remains, but they need to do it as a pair. They need to do it as a duo. Isaac spams away. AidKit so low. Isaac doesn't need eyes. Isaac doesn't need information. And Blue Jays, they are...